Well, Monday they had the day off. We practiced Sunday. We went Sunday morning, went good. Monday we had the day off. They came out today and they were fresh. They were recovered well. Normally the Tuesday of the first week of school is normally a practice that's they struggle to get focus and attention and details, and I thought we did really well today. I thought they were into it. We looked sharp. We looked crisp. I thought offensively we were doing a great job of mixing the run with the pass, and our quarterbacks threw the ball very well. So I like what we got done today. We matched up some special teams wise. We put some of our number one punt versus our number one punt return, our number one kickoff versus the number one kickoff return, and we matched up some best versus best special teams wise to try to manufacture more game-like speed, and I thought it was good work. So a lot of good work. Still some work to be done, but I like the practice today.
Did Rob Henry come out and
did very well.
Do the whole practice like you thought he would?
Well, he did about half of it. In the second half of the practice, we made sure we got Caleb plenty of reps and Sean Robinson plenty of reps, and Rob did very well the first part of practice. Threw the ball very well and looked very fresh, and was able to keep the defense off balance, mixing the run and the pass.
Has he recovered from whatever was ailing him?
Yeah, it's the first time I really heard him bark out any snap counts or signals and really sound like his old self. I really think our offensive line has come a long ways. I think it's maybe the most I've seen an offensive line improve in such a short period of time. There's some talent on that offensive line. Kenny's not in the mix right now, so we've had to reshuffle the deck a little bit. But there's some athletes. Nick Monday can run really well, and so does Justin Kitchens, and Schmeek's playing fast, and Peters Dry is a heck of an athlete in there, and Dennis Kelly is an outstanding player, and they look fast and quick and sudden, and then show some real redeeming qualities. They have really improved the last, I think, 5 or 6 practices.
How long has that group been together in their positions with Peter at guard and Rick at the center spot?
Peters was out for a while. When he was out, Shep was in there getting a lot of reps, and Shep's been in the program for a long time and a good player. Peters is certainly one of our top 5 offensive linemen. So whenever Peters came back, we've kind of gravitated to that lineup, and I think it's been several practices at least. But the light is really coming on for Justin Kitchens and Nick Mondek. They're new to their positions in some ways. Nick started last year at tackle. He's playing almost exclusively guard right now, and Kitchens is getting all the reps with the ones, and they're starting to figure it out. And the two of them can really run. But I see some really promising things with their offensive line. Very encouraged about it.
You had mentioned with Nick last year that you had to do a lot of things to help him get them blocked, is what your quote was. How do you feel about Kitchens then now? Is he farther ahead than Nick was at this point last year? Or, are you dealing with the same kind of issues with him?
No, I think he's significantly further ahead than what Nick was this time last year. Nick played very well last year, but he really struggled early in camp. He had not played football in over a year, and he had never been on the offensive line. Justin had the luxury of going through spring practice as an offensive lineman, and Nick did not. And Justin seems to be a low-rep guy. He's an outstanding athlete, and he's picked it up very, very quickly. He looks like a natural at it. Nick was a little more of a groove job. He played very well for us at the tackle position, but it took him a little more reps to get it down. This time last year, Nick was a long ways away, and I think Kitchen's much further ahead. I really like Nick at guard as well. It takes a real horse of a fella, to play inside over the big defensive tackles, and sometimes you have to give up some foot speed to have a guy that's big enough and strong enough to play inside. And with Nick, he's big enough and strong enough, and he has excellent foot speed as well. So he really brings some redeeming qualities to the table as an offensive guard.
Going back to Rob Henry, are you looking for him to stay in the pocket more this season, or are you going to
Absolutely. Well, we love moving him because he runs well. Last year, we moved the pocket a lot early in the season out of necessity. We had, Mondek was brand new and still trying to figure it out. And then we had Peters Dry, who had not played center and hadn't played any games yet. We were really brand new offensive line-wise in a lot of ways, and we struggled to be good pocket protectors early in camp, and we felt like we had to use some type of move package with the quarterback in order to get the quarterback outside of the pocket, and that kind of played into Henry's strengths in some ways, and Marv's also. Marv runs very well. So last year we moved the pocket a lot more. It was more out of necessity. We'd like to be in the pocket more as a passer some this year. I like moving the quarterbacks in the pocket because we have quarterbacks that can really move and can really throw well on the run. So that's a big part of our package, and it will stay that way. But I think we've made real progress as a pocket passing football team.
Just in the progress overall passing-wise from the start of camp to now, you said they got off to a slow start, but where are they at now?
It's night and day to me. And their numbers were still good at the beginning of camp. we didn't make many big plays and we didn't score many touchdowns, but we were still completing passes, but not some of the ones that you thought we ought to, and some of the easy ones, and some of the big plays. I think we're hitting on all cylinders right now, passing game wise. The receivers are sure. The quarterbacks are throwing the ball well. Rob threw the ball very well today, and Caleb throws the ball very well. He didn't throw the ball as well as we wanted to the other day. He had a short shoulder. Caleb didn't throw it as well in Sunday's practice, but he threw the ball very well today. So I think we've made a lot of strides. We're way further ahead with the quarterbacks delivering the ball with accuracy and timing now than we were in practice 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not even close.
How's the secondary looking the past couple days?
Well, we have a very talented secondary, and all those guys are back. They make a lot of plays. We're able to do some things back there this year. We can disguise a little more and take the liberty to do more things with the secondary. They'll hold up as well as the pass rush. When the pass rush doesn't hold up, the secondary's not as good. When the pass rush is getting after it, then the secondary's really good. So they'll go as the pass rush goes.
You had awarded some walk-on scholarships, if I heard that correctly.
I think 5 of them, I believe, what we awarded or rewarded. What would be proper English? Rewarded? Yeah, okay. Rewarded 5 of them. They got awards. They were rewarded scholarship. They were awarded a scholarship.
I
Right.
just had seen it on Twitter, so I wasn't.
On the offensive side of the ball, we a scholarship Dan Barry, who's been in the program for 5 years and has really worked hard and changed his body around. And he's down the depth chart a little bit, but he's really improved as a player and a great teammate. We also scholarshiped Kurt Lichtenberg, who's one of our leaders on our football team and contributes more as a special teams player, but will play some for us as a wide receiver as well. We also scholarshiped Adam Brockman, who's a senior, and he'll play for us. We think he's one of our defensive linemen that can play the defensive tackle position or the defensive end position. He may not be a starter at D tackle or D end, but he's productive and knows what to do at both spots, so he's really important to us, and he's worked hard and a great teammate. Who else did we scholarship? There was 2 others. Oh, yeah, Brad Niemeyer. There were 2 other linemen. Brad Niemeyer, who's a senior, been in the program, and has been on the scout team most of his career here, but has really improved and gives us a good look and a heck of a teammate. And who was the other one? Oh, Austin Moret. There were 4 linemen and one skill guy. Austin Moret, who's been injured most of camp. He came back with had a shoulder injury, and it's held him back quite a bit. And he's just now starting to get more reps, but he's been in the program for several years and has worked really hard, and he's a good player. And if we were to get a few guys nicked up, you could put Austin Moret in there. He's very strong. He squats well over 600 pounds and a tough guy. And so we were in position to help those guys out. Most of them are seniors, and most of them will graduate in December, and they're all very deserving.
Talk about the award Joe got today, or the recognition that he got today, Joe Holland, the academic.
Senior class being nominated for it.
Just heard about it. You tell me.
Apparently he's very smart.
Yes, he is. He probably ought to get an award for it. You know? Right. No.
You talk about Joe the person, then maybe.
Yeah, he's awesome. I'm sure I'll get a memo. But he's really awesome. He's a good leader for us. Really understands what we're trying to get done. He's really embraced our mission statement, as a football program. Really hard worker, a lot of fun to be around, has a outstanding sense of humor, really, really funny. It's hard to get Joe in a spot that he can't work his way out of with wit and humor and good reasoning. He's an excellent spokesman for the football team. He's really made a lot of progress as a football player. He's moved down into the box to play linebacker 3 years ago, and it was new to him. And he started and did well, but he's really developed himself physically the last couple of years and has had a ton of reps. I think he has 30-something starts and could maybe close in on close to 50 starts in his career at Purdue. And there's not a lot of players that have done that. So he's a heck of a football player and really important to our football team and excellent leader.
With school starting, did you lose anybody for academic purposes?
No, we're in pretty good shape. I don't think we're not going to lose anybody academically, which is good. I think we've only lost one person academically in my 3 years as a head coach here. And that would have been, we lost Turbush for a season. So we're in good shape academically.
I know you talked about Ralph ad nauseum, but just why is he important to your offense?
Well, he's one of our best players. He stepped over here out of the rain, yeah.
I had to ask one more question. I know.
Yeah, I know.
You would have been walking anyway.
he's one of our best players. And the first day he was out there, he hadn't played football in over a year.
Yeah.
And the very beginning of practice, he was like one of our best players. He's really fast and makes a lot of people miss. He has big play potential. He reads the blocks in front of him very well. Does a great job. Has great vision. He's a total package as a running back and a real difference maker for our program. He and Akeem Shavers, they provide you a heck of a 1-2 punch back there from a speed standpoint and a skill standpoint. We're fortunate right now at the running back spot. We have a handful of good running backs for this season that can play, that are tough guys, that can finish runs, that are good ball carriers and pass receivers. That's Crank and Reggie Pegram, along with Ralph and Akeem Shaver. So I think we're really strong right now at the running back position for this season.
Coach, can you give me an update on Beatty, how he's coming along?
He's doing really well. The first day out there, he had a lot of rust on him. Watched him a little bit. He was getting gloved up into one-on-one stuff by the DBs and hadn't come across the line of scrimmage and put his face on anybody in a long time. And he got knocked back a little bit. And then once he got used to it, he does well. He likes the contact part of it. He's very smart. He controls his body well. He has good balance. He's not afraid to put his face on you. The last several practices, he's done a good job as a blocker. He's caught the ball some. If he keeps improving, he's a guy that'll have a chance to maybe to play Big Ten football. I didn't have any idea about him. He wanted to be on the team and seemed like a heck of a nice person to have in the program, and made a few calls and got to like him, and we got him out there, and I've been really impressed with him. Really impressed with his want to and go out there and scrap and get after it. So he certainly has a chance. No question about it. I'm very impressed with him.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Oh my God.